Welcome to my channel, beautiful people. And if you haven't noticed already, the name has changed. But before we get into that, I want you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I appreciate all the love and support that I have been getting from you guys as I grow in this journey with God. So if you can, share this video with a friend, like this video, comment your opinions on it, or watch other videos of mine, and I would love the support. Thank you. So let's get into this video. All right, so the purpose of this video is to talk about how God has changed me in a whole 180. In the process, if you guys been following my YouTube channel, you will see before that I made a video about my testimony. And from that moment, God has just been building on me, building. But also a part of that building was tearing away things that I didn't necessarily realize needed to be uprooted from my life, such as clothing items, articles of clothing, certain shows I watch, certain things that I eat, mannerisms, masculinity. It's a lot of things that God has torn away from me, and I'm just ready to share that with y'all. So let's get into it. So the first thing God had to do was show me who I was trying to be versus who he needed me to be for his kingdom. A lot of my resistance that I was facing in life was because I was doing things that wasn't who God wanted me to be. It was never who God even put in my spirit for me to grow into for purpose. It was things that I agreed to as a child, or agreed to along the way from exes, or from friends, or from naysayers, or from people who just encountered me, associates, co-workers, bosses, supervisors, the military. And I ran with those things and I let it mold me and shape me because I really didn't truly have an identity. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't have my identity rooted in God. So when you don't have your identity rooted in God, anybody can turn you to anything they want you to be. And that's the dangers of things like that. When you don't have your identity rooted in God, you're an easy target for the devil to make you his property. And in the time of that being, I had became such a hard shell because I had went through so much, from domestic violence, from sexual perversion, from molestation, from rape, to abuse verbally, to abuse of myself, to addictions, to going on tattoo binges, desecrating my body. It just shaped a masculine shell inside of me that I felt like I had to be, after all the mistakes I encountered, to protect myself from further encountering them as I go along in life. And what I realized when I gave my life back to Christ this time was that this was never what he put in my spirit for me to be. This is what I got myself into. So when you get yourself into something, you're going to have to get yourself out. And that's what I had to realize. And throughout this process of digging myself back out of these holes that I put myself in with the help of God, because he's a merciful God and a loving God and forgiving God, and he's a father. So with the help of him doing these things and helping me get out of these holes that I dug myself into, he let me look into a mirror of, why did I put myself here? Why did you place yourself here? Why did you want to be here? What motivated you to think this way? And help me understand it by putting me in a season of isolation. And in this isolation, a lot of things were coming back at me again, but I was able to see why I responded the way I did, why I wanted these things, why I was drawn to these things, why I love these things. What about this inner child of mine was so hurt that I needed to fix? And one of the things I took on was therapy. Therapy is very instrumental in helping you grow as a person. I've taken therapy before, and it helped me get past a milestone in my life, and I just re-entered into therapy again. And also just taking mentorship from people online. So I look at a lot of people on YouTube that I follow: Tiffany Montgomery, Tiffany Bugner, Kevin L.A. Ewing. I watch Tony Gaskin videos on relationships, and Dr. Michelle Gaff on how to be a feminine woman. And a lot of those things kind of helped me understand why I was so masculine in this tough, strong shell. And it allowed me to give it to God because I fully understood what I had. You know what I'm saying? So in the process of me fully understanding what I had, I had to understand why I had it before I gave it to God. Because if you don't understand why you have it before you give it to God, you'll just go back and grab it again because you think it's you. And God has to wipe that from your identity so you can understand this is not me. This is something that I identify with because I thought this way, and this was on my mind, and this was in my spirit and in my soul. And why was it there? Who placed it there? What did I agree to? What covenant did I come into to allow these things to mold a person that was not who God designed? And in that process, I started focusing on my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health, and I grew. I grew in a lot of ways, as you can see on YouTube. But I started taking Pilates. I get up at 5 a.m. every morning and I do Pilates. You know what I'm saying? That's something I never thought I would be doing, but I'm doing Pilates at 5 a.m. every morning and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Eating clean. I'm not the best. I kind of slip up sometimes, but for the majority of the part, I eat very clean. What else? Reading my Bible every day. That was something I struggled with doing, but I make sure I at least read 2 chapters every night. Like, I do not play with that. Even if I'm sleepy, super tired, I'm going to try to get in 2 chapters every day. And the reason why it's 2 chapters is because I want to really dissect and understand what I'm reading. I don't want to just rush through stuff because I can read more. I want to understand because I need to soak this into my system. I need this to be understood and digested into my spirit so that way I can be able to teach it to others, be it to others, and receive it the way it needs to be received. I started getting my nails done all the time now, but my real nails, I'm wearing my real lashes now. I started becoming more feminine with my clothing. A lot of my items of clothing I threw away, got rid of. It wasn't representing the woman that I wanted to be anymore. I'm planning on getting my tattoos covered up, lasered off, or covered up. What else? I'm into Asics. I'm an Asics girly now. Yeah, wearing more jewelry, being more feminine, wearing simple jewelry, dainty jewelry, caring about how I present myself to the world as a woman, as a future wife, as a representative of the kingdom of God, like a Proverbs 31 woman. And that's what I started putting my time and investing my time into, learning how to be that woman and becoming it. Like learning different ways to carry myself, different mannerisms, different ideologies that I need to have as this woman and to become this woman, and I started to become it. I'm still getting molded into that woman daily, but for the most part, God has been implanting that into my spirit to become this beautiful woman that He's always wanted me to be, this daughter He always wanted me to be. And in the process of that, a lot of things had to go. My mattress, my bed frame, anything, my underwear, panties that I've had for 2 years or so that someone had seen me in, that had to go. If somebody slept on my mattress, that had to go. If somebody used something in my house, an item of clothing, anything, that had to go. I didn't want any type of covenants or attachments trying to find their way back into my life. And I realized as I let that stuff go, the dreams I was having, it was letting me know that I was moving in the right direction, because the devil was trying to find a way to make me keep those things. Don't let that go. Don't do that. Stuff I had from Germany in the military, like, that I needed to let go. God was showing me it's time to make room for the things that I have for you and who I want you to be and what I designed you as. And you have to let go of the things that you became in that world, because you're not of the world anymore. And as I let those things go, his attacks tried to get stronger, but I already knew to resist him so he can flee, and he did flee. I started posting scriptures by my mirror, and those scriptures by my mirror helped me to memorize certain verses when it's time to combat the devil, when he's trying to war with my mind. I wrote on my mirror certain scriptures as well, and I tried to memorize these scriptures every month, a new scripture every month, or a set of scriptures every month, a new set of scriptures every month. And so far, for the most part, it's been going good. I've been celibate, practicing celibacy, and that's been amazing. I don't even crave sex anymore. I feel like I didn't own my body back when I was having sex. It wasn't me, really. I don't know how to explain that, but I was never into it, never liked it, my body never reacted to it. It just felt like slavery to me. And I felt like because the devil was using me in a way for his purpose, and it wasn't of God. So that's why. And God really helped me understand my body and understand what marriage is and celibacy is and abstinence is and waiting for your spouse. Like, I really truly understand that now. And he's taken away the desire from me. So yeah, that's been amazing. I'm in college. I'm excelling in college, and usually by now I would have dropped out. I would have dropped out of college. I would have just been like, all right, refund check, I'm out of here. But it's crazy how God has allowed me to keep persevering through college every semester, and I'm almost complete. I've done fasting. I've incorporated fasting into my life so much now, and it's an eye opener. It's an eye opener, and I'm always getting revelations through the fast, and I'm always feeling closer to God during the fast. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how God just needs you to be obedient in order for Him to show you what's possible for you. And we just struggle with that so much, and I understand, because the temptation of this world is so much a reality. But God is the challenging side, because He wants to see that you really want to choose Him, and I understand that now. But yeah, the way I'm carrying myself and walking in this season is just a blessing. I just wanted to update you guys with that and let you know that I might be kind of missing off YouTube as I go through the rest of this process, because I want God to completely mold me and completely shape me into everything that He wants me to be, and I don't want distractions in the way. So I've been staying off of certain platforms and doing certain things, taking breaks, taking positive breaks as I completely become that woman, so I can present God's kingdom to the world through me in a right way, a pure way. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that on YouTube and just tell you that be on the lookout for the changes. The channel might change. There might be some more femininity involved in this channel, but I'm just grateful for what God is doing, and I pray that He continues to grow you as you expand. Make sure you watch my other videos so you can get some insight on what's been going on and the progress God has been making in my life, and to get some relativity into your life so you can understand that you're not alone in your walk with God. But may God continue to bless you and expand your territory, and then evil stays away from you, that it wouldn't grieve you just like He did Jabez. I love you, and I appreciate you for watching this channel and subscribing.